Hello, good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic of your syllabus, law of demand. In the earlier videos, we discussed what is demand for the product, and we have also discussed what are the types of demand. Demand for consumer goods, demand for capital goods, autonomous demand, derived demand, etc. etc. Law of demand, it is a very common topic or very simple topic. You have already studied this topic in 11th standard or 12th standard. What is law of demand? માંગનો નિયમ શું છે ગુજરાતીમાં કે? Simple, other things being equal, at any given time, amount of demanded increases with a fall in price and diminishes with a rise in price. Simple, in other words, we can say if other factors remaining constant, a rise in price leads to fall in demand and vice versa. Okay, price rises, demand falls, price falls, demand rises. We have already discussed this. You have already studied this topic in 11 12 standard. Very easy. So this is market demand schedule. You can this price of product X at 5 rupees, demand kitni hai 10. When price falls from 5 to 4, demand rises from 10 to 15, 4 to 3, 20. So as price falls, demand for the product rises. Okay, so same thing we can explain with the help of diagram. Okay, diagram बराबर ध्यान से देख लो. आप लोग जो स्कूल में करते हैं ऐसा नहीं समझाने का, वेरी सिंपल है उसका. X axis represents quantity demanded of X commodity. Y axis represents price of the product. DD is demand curve. This is very important. DD is a demand curve. Okay, so any curve which is sloping downward always expresses inverse relationship between X and Y. ઇન્વર્સ જો એ ડાઉનવર્ડ સ્લોપિંગ હોય તો શું થાય? એ બે વચ્ચે કયો સંબંધ બતાવે છે? ઇન્વર્સ રિલેશનશિપ બતાવે છે. ઓકે, સો સિમ્પલ, હાઉ ટુ રાઇટ? સપોઝ original price of the product is OP, original demand for the product is OQ. Simple, like this. As price falls from OP to OP1, demand for the product rises from OQ to OQ1. Okay, so we can say there is an inverse relationship between price of the product and demand for the product. Very simple. Okay, how to write? X axis represents quantity demanded of the X commodity, or in simple words you can say that X axis represents demand for X commodity, Y axis represents price of X commodity, DD curve indicating demand curve. Okay, as we observe from diagram that original price of the product is OP, original demand for the product is OQ. As price falls from OP to OP1, demand for the product rises from OQ to OQ1. Therefore, downward sloping demand curve DD expresses or indicating inverse relationship between demand for the product and price of the product. जैसे स्कूल में आप लोग करते हैं ऐसा ऐसा ऐसा. Don't do this. Okay, simple. Yeah, this is linear demand curve. अगर वो रिलेशन अलग अलग हो तो फिर नॉन लिनियर हो जाएगा. या 5 to 4, 10 to 16 हो, या 16 या 22. So non linear demand curve you can explain the concept with the help of non linear demand curve also. But here very simple. Okay, now what are the characteristics of the law? Inverse relationship between price of the product and demand for product. We have already discussed that law of demand expresses inverse relationship between price of the product and demand for the product. Here, price is an independent variable while demand is a dependent variable. Economics is a science, and any science expresses cause and effect relationship between two variables. In mathematical term हम लोग क्या करें? Demand is a function of price. फंक्शन में क्या होता है? मैथमेटिक्स में एक वेरिएबल क्या होता है? इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल होता है, और दूसरा वेरिएबल क्या होता है? डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल होता है. सो इन द लॉ ऑफ डिमांड, price of the product P is an independent variable or it is a cause. वो कारण है and demand for the product is an effect. Okay. So in law of demand, price of the product is independent variable, or in other words, it is cause, and demand for the product is an effect, or it is a dependent variable. In short, demand for the product depends on price of the product. जैसे जैसे और जब जब प्राइस ऑफ प्रोडक्ट चेंज होगी तब तब डिमांड फॉर प्रोडक्ट चेंज होगा. Getting my point? Yeah. So changes in price is cause, changes in demand is an effect. But it is assumption of other factors remaining constant. अन्य परिबળો यथावत रहे तो गुजराती में. Yeah. In technical term it is called ceteris paribus. But don't remember this. Other factors remaining constant. What are the factors? प्राइस और डिमांड के बीच का इनवर्स रिलेशन कब रहेगा? व्हेन वी अज्यूम दैट अदर फैक्टर्स रिमेन कांस्टेंट. अदर फैक्टर्स लाइक इनकम. सपोज प्राइस ऑफ एक्स कमोडिटी इंक्रीज फ्रॉम ₹20 to 25, बट एट द सेम टाइम पर्सन's इनकम इंक्रीज फ्रॉम 10,000 to 20,000. क्या होगा? इवन एट हायर प्राइस ही विल कंज्यूम मोर. Why? Because with rise in income, his purchasing power increase. એની ખરીદ શક્તિ વધી છે એટલે વધારે કિંમતે પણ વધારે પરચેસ કરશે. Getting my point? So to hold the relationship between price and demand, other factors like income, consumer's taste preference and habit, okay, price of substitute, price of complementaries, these factors should remain constant. प्राइस और डिमांड के बीच का जो कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप है, जो रिलेशन इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप है, वो तभी रहेगा जब वी अज्यूम दैट अदर फैक्टर्स रिमेन कांस्टेंट. ओके. सो व्हाट इज लॉ ऑफ डिमांड? लॉ ऑफ डिमांड, if other factors remain constant, a rise in price of the product leads to fall in demand and vice versa. This is demand schedule. With the help of demand curve, you can you can indicate the relationship between price of the product and demand for the product, and these are the characteristics. First, there is an inverse relationship between price of the product and demand for the product. Second, price is an independent variable, demand is a dependent variable. In other words, price is a cause while demand is an effect. Last, here we have to assume other factors remain constant. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much.